Welcome to this explainer. Let's jump right in because we've got an absolutely incredible journey ahead of us today. Look, if you've ever felt that utter frustration of typing a text prompt into an AI generator, hitting enter, and then, just crossing your fingers hoping for the best, well, you are definitely not alone. But today, we are completely flipping that script. We're moving far away from random guessing and stepping firmly into the director's chair. We are going to unpack the director's toolkit, 6 core features that will take you from just hoping for a cool clip to actively directing cohesive, cinematic AI films. 16%. It's a crazy number, right? But if you are only creating AI videos by writing text prompts, you're literally only utilizing 16% of the technology's true power. That means a staggering 84% of what these tools can actually do is just sitting there, completely untouched in your workflow. You're leaving almost all of the magic on the table. So the absolutely crucial question we have to tackle is this. How do you take total control over AI video? How do we actually tap into that hidden 84%? Well, the answer requires a fundamental mindset shift. We have to stop acting like we're playing a slot machine, just pulling the lever with text prompts and praying for a jackpot. Instead, we need to start thinking like true filmmakers, directing our scenes using specific, powerful visual tools. And this right here is the massive dividing line in the AI world today. On one side, we have what's affectionately known as generic AI slop. You've seen it. This is what you get when you rely solely on text prompts, random lighting, chaotic composition, and zero narrative pacing. But on the exact opposite side, we have cinematic AI films. By mastering the 6 interlocking features we're unpacking right now, you get cohesive scenes, visual consistency, and total creative control. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover the 16% problem, build our foundation with image to video, learn to direct sequences and cameras, inject real action and voices, and finally unlock the ultimate VFX tool. Let's start with section 1, foundation, image to video. Okay, this is the absolute bedrock of our entire framework. Image to video is simply the process of uploading a specific reference image into your AI generator to serve as the exact first frame of your video. By handing the AI a visual anchor, you immediately fix the issue of random lighting, random color palettes, and random composition. You get to dictate whether the scene is brilliantly lit or dark and moody. You aren't asking for random results anymore. You are establishing the strict visual rules of your world from frame 1. So how do we actually execute this workflow? It's incredibly logical once you see it. First, you take a reference sheet of your character and references for your specific environment, and you upload those into an AI image generator. Then you write a prompt that combines them, which gives you a perfect, static image of your character exactly where you want them to be. Finally, you take that combined image, bring it into your AI video generator, and use image to video to animate it. This step-by-step consistency, that's the secret sauce that makes a deliberate professional film rather than a jarring montage of random clips. Moving right along to section 2, sequences and cameras directing the action. This brings us to feature number 2, multi-shot generation. Instead of generating just one static scene at a time, this feature lets you generate multiple shots within the exact same video clip. You literally define different shots in your prompt, and you can even use timestamps to dictate exactly when a cut should happen. By mastering those timestamps, you're suddenly able to plan out dynamic camera angles and meticulously control the narrative pacing. To give you a real sense of the atmosphere you can build with this kind of pacing, consider this dialogue from the source material's mysterious train narrative. The train, it moves when it shouldn't, stays when it shouldn't. Why go there at all? Because once you're invited, you don't get a choice. Now imagine generating a sequence that perfectly matches that moody vibe, cutting from a wide shot of a misty forest right to a tight close-up of a train wheel, all within a single generation. That is the sheer power of multi-shot control. And hey, if you want to seriously level up this multi-shot process, the source provides an absolutely brilliant workflow. First, you generate a storyboard, say a 12-panel layout showing a woman boarding a train in a forest, complete with a conductor and some fantasy creatures. Then you combine the storyboard with your character reference sheets inside the AI generator. Finally, you write a prompt defining the specific action for each of those storyboard shots. You are quite literally handing the AI a shot list and telling it to roll the cameras. Which leads us perfectly into feature 3, start to end frame animation. Imagine starting with a first frame set entirely inside a train cabin and ending with a final frame where the camera has flown completely outside the train. By uploading an exact starting frame and an exact ending frame, the AI actually keyframes the transition between the two. You aren't just crossing your fingers hoping the AI moves the camera well, you are forcing it to execute highly advanced, specific camera movements, like sliding, panning, or literally flying straight through a window. All right, Section 3, Real Action and Voices, Dynamic Human Elements. This is Feature 4, and let me tell you, it's an absolute game changer. It's called motion transfer. Imagine taking real, driving video footage. Maybe it's a super intense, choreographed fight scene, or honestly, maybe it's just you sitting in your room acting out a dramatic moment. You upload that real video alongside your AI characters, and the AI maps your exact human movements perfectly onto the digital character. It's essentially digital puppetry or motion capture, completely bypassing the AI's tendency to generate weird robotic movements. It is wild to see in action. And of course, to pair with that amazing movement, we need Feature 5, Dialogue Creation, making actual talking AI characters. You can achieve this simply by defining specific words in your prompts, telling the characters exactly what to say. But better yet, you can use dedicated AI lip sync tools to generate custom voice audio and seamlessly map that onto your image reference. Now remember the multi-shot feature we just talked about? When you combine this dialogue creation with multi-shot generation, you can build full back-and-forth conversational sequences. When you finally combine that human motion and voice, you unlock just incredible narrative potential. Take this evocative line from our source material again. None of this should exist. You'd be surprised how quickly impossible things become ordinary once you stop resisting them. With motion transfer, you could capture the subtle tilt of an actor's head, and with dialogue creation, perfectly sync those haunting words right to your AI character's lips. The emotional resonance you can achieve here is phenomenal. Let's move to Section 4, the ultimate VFX tool, AI post-production. Feature 6 is AI video editing. Here, you can upload an already existing video clip and simply use prompts to modify it. You essentially have an instant visual effects department right at your fingertips. Want a snow-covered forest blizzard? Just prompt it. Need a moody moonlit night? The AI does it natively. You can even tell the AI to look at the last frame of your video and generate a completely new clip that seamlessly extends the motion, keeping your scene going long after your original footage ended. It's almost like magic. So how do we actually put all this into practice? Well, here is the recommended toolkit to execute literally everything we just talked about. For your foundation image generation, tools like GPT Image 2 and Nano Banana Pro are top tier. When it comes to the heavy lifting of video generation and motion transfer, you'll want to look at Sens 2.0 and Clink 3.0. For your dialogue and lip syncing, 11 Labs and Sens 2.0 are fantastic choices. And to coordinate this whole shebang in one convenient place, using a platform hub like OpenArt is highly recommended. And so, we arrive at our final conclusion. We've seen exactly how to solve that 16% problem. We've looked at establishing visual consistency, keyframing cameras, transferring human motion, generating natural dialogue, and wielding AI as a massive post-production VFX house. The tools to take absolute creative control are sitting right there in front of you. The era of crossing your fingers and just hoping for the best, yeah, that's completely over. So the only question left for you is, what incredible world are you going to direct next? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go out there and start creating.